You must be researching Alaska. Otherwise, why would you be here? Of course, unless you know me. I've got some good news for you. I documented my trip to Alaska. I put together a 5-part video series of my trip. And hopefully, if you're thinking about going, it'll help you. Now, keep in mind, this is my vacation footage. So if it's not helpful, at least it will be mildly entertaining. Any places that I visited or tour companies that I used are going to be in the written section below. I'm not going to actually talk about them during the video. So, hopefully you will find this helpful. And what are we waiting for? Let's just jump right in. What to do when a bear charges you? What to do when you meet a bear? Run like hell. A bear has not detected your presence and is more than 350 feet in distance. Don't announce your presence if the bear has not seen you. No shit. Mental note. Situation 2. Bear has detected your presence. Your goal here is to act in such a way as to allow the bear to identify you, but to also let it know that you are no threat. How the hell am I supposed to do that? Speak calmly so that it knows that you are human. Okay, situation number 3. Bear has detected you and shows signs of aggression. Do not run. Try to retreat slowly. Climb a tree if available. Don't think so. If the bear charges, bear will often bluff charge before attacking. This is designed to allow enemies to back down before the bear needs to actually make contact. Bear does not need to make contact. No, it does not. Alrighty then, we're just gonna do our best to avoid getting contact with bears.
Good. I'm the lucky person that gets to go out of town for a couple weeks. I guess we're riding in style today.
And a big shout out to our friend Kenny for the use of his limousine. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do have a friend who has a limousine. Excited?
Oh yes. Yeah. In just another couple of minutes. About 120 miles to the northeast right now.
Tomato pie? They're freaking already hitting them at 9 o'clock in the morning.
It does sound good.
Last leg of the flight. On to Vancouver we go.
Please hold up.
So of course, as we're waiting to catch our next flight, had to kill some time. And what do you do when you want to kill time? Shop.
Yes, this is my section.
As we approached Vancouver, I could start to see the mountains, and my excitement grew. So we arrived in Vancouver safe and sound. Long trip, like 12 hours. Grabbed a cab and headed over to our hotel, the Sylvia Hotel, which was lovely and located right along the English Bay. What a view.
But here's the thing, what you thought we had never lasted. It was good at first, but eventually
Our flight came in really late, so we got to enjoy a beautiful sunset. And I will say, Vancouver is gorgeous. And of course a cocktail before we called it a night.
How can I say it so that you could understand? How can I tell you how stupid I felt? I can't believe that I thought we were in love when you were busy playing.
It was a long day, so one drinky poo and Lisa was ready for bed.
You did your best to make me yours. If I knew how all of this would turn out.
Mornings equal coffee. Our cruise left the following day, so we were determined to see as much as we could.
You did everything you could to have me. You did your best to make me yours. If I knew how all of this would turn out, but nobody knew. And now we done it, you. And now we done it, you. Baby,
Our first stop, the Capilano Suspension Bridge. This is not the place to be if you don't like heights.
Oh, look at that. That sucker's shaking. So much for steady shot. I would assume they reinforced this. Definitely bouncy. Holy crap. Yeah, you definitely have to hold on. Wow.
Oh, right. Okay. Bless Jesus will protect you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I think this is enough for me.
Okay.
It's about there now.
I'm
He's
going
coming
to
up
go.
to me. Well, have
All right.
fun.
Go.
Thank you.
I had a roadblock that stopped me. Oh, this ought to be a really interesting video. Because you're definitely, put it this way.
My gimbal wouldn't have helped me out at all.
That lady's
I got news
tortured.
for you. You imagine the fuckers that built this thing?
Okay, hold on. So I have it on a strap. I have it on a strap.
Yeah.
How you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You gotta be shitting me.
I'm just videoing and seeing how it turns out,
I
right?
wonder how many times they had to rescue somebody that just laid down and said, I ain't moving.
Feel like a pack mule carrying all this stuff around. Look over my shoulder. We're gonna climb up in the trees. I'm really kind of curious as to how that's gonna go. Skinny ass stairs. So we thought we'd step up the cool factor and the elevation. Being on the West Coast allows for a later sunset, like 9:30 at night in May in Vancouver. So we decided to make it a super full day, head up to Grouse Mountain, which was at an elevation of 4,000 feet, and check it out. And it gave us an opportunity to see some snow. Coming up, Grouse Mountain and boarding the Royal Caribbean cruise ship, and part 2 of my Alaskan video series.